for the last time, welcome to the Battle Zone. This is AWL Strong and Free.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, already in the ring, fighting out of the mean streets of Niigata, the fight Tanaka, Kenichi. And his opponent, being accompanied by Tanaka, fighting out of Dallas, Texas, representing all elite wrestling in the Dallas family, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer!
Good evening, wrestling fans, for the last time from the AWL Battle Zone in the Greater Toronto area. This is the Animated Wrestling League, and we've got the newest member of the Strong and Free roster, traded for Hibitsukai, representing Don Callis and the Don Callis family, up against perennial loser and admittedly Season 0 original, Bang the Gong, the match is on. 10-minute time limit, and Tanaka Kenichi on the eve of what I think is probably about his 125th Botsamania match. The career-threatening four-way eliminator that will take place on our very next show. THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi comes into this match with the worst win-loss record in the company. 64 wins, 120 losses. Ratio of -56. That is pathetic. Lance Archer, very few matches in the AWL, 4-2. This is only his 7th match, but he's on the plus side of the ledger, +2. Several matches tonight between people who will be going into Botsamania and members of, among others, the Don Callis family. And in our main event tonight, oh come on, you're not that strong, don't do this. Main event tonight for the last time, Champions Showcase. We got a new grand champion, let's show him off. A Canadian National Championship Contenders Battle Royal, a Joshi Division All-Star match, and no, that graphic is not a mistake, and, as I said, Botsamania matches, momentum matches, the Don Callis family, and the New Year's Tournament champion involved in those. 8.5 minutes now in this contest between THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi and the Murder... I can't say it. Still can't say it. Lance Archer. Lance Archer, of course, very well trained and experienced in Japan, a former member of Suzuki-gun. And 8 minutes left about now. Tanaka Kenichi, trained, question mark? Okay, no. He is, however, the only person to ever blackmail his way back into the Animated Wrestling League after losing a Botsamania match. He did lose one once, came up with the disguise, called himself Captain AWL. Oh! And just got his head kicked off. And someone in the crowd just shouting, do it, as in, I think, kill him. I mean, to be fair, that would free up a slot in the Botsamania match. I'm not sure if somebody else would be replaced. I don't even want to think about this, no. Great thing about doing these, thumb to the eye, and a blatant low blow. Referee didn't see it. Don Callis trying to have words with AWL senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. That was a blatant foul. I am loath to say this, but Don Callis is right. That should have been a disqualification. Both men down. Lance Archer right in the Giant Bernards. Coming back to his feet to kick this under the midsection. Niigata, street cutter. And now Don Callis with the distraction. 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta count. Okay, why are we miking the audience and it's getting like that one guy? I hate to say it, but THUGLIFE Tanaka Kenichi, despite the foul, technically just won this match. Only it didn't count because first rule of all sports, the referee is always right. Who said blind as a bat? Anyway, 6 minutes and change remaining. 3:20 count on the outside here in the AWL. It's been a couple of months since we've had one of these matches, so may as well remind you of the rules. 20 count on the outside, singles matches in the AWL, 10-minute time limit. In the event of a time limit draw, it is a push. Nobody wins, nobody loses, and that's important because win-loss records are everything in this company. Back elbow, and a couple of right hands as well. DDT on the outside, and Tanaka Kenichi, who I think did a wrestling correspondence course for his training. Halfway through the 20 count now. Archer well familiar with 20 counts in his time in both Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling. 14. Kenichi will be more than happy to take the ring out victory. Don Callis not happy about this, yelling at yelling at the French announce team. 18. 19, and just barely does Archer break the count. And he's about to, or maybe he's not going to regret it.
5 minutes, 7 laps, 5 remaining.
And a poison Rana after the rake of the bat. Cheap bullshit. Cheap literal Hulk Hogan bullshit. And then he pulls off a poison Rana. I don't understand this man. If it wasn't for all the nonsense and bullshit, if he had actually trained, he could have been a decent wrestler. As it is, his 185th match in the league in sanctioned competition, and he's got 120 losses. That's just sad. Irish whip, reversal of fortune, goes to the midsection and gets yeeted across the ring. Almost a variation of the pounce, period. We will be seeing Willow Nightingale in that Joshi Division Showcase 1-2, shoulder up, before the final and fatal 3 count to be registered. Couple of hard, oh no, we've seen him do this before. Up, down, the reverse choke slam of Lance Archer. One hand, I think on the chest. 1, 2. This guy's so scrawny, he's screwing up the graphics. Oh! Reversal out the back and goes to the chop block. Goes to that cluster of nerves behind the kneecap. Running knee lift from a giant like Archer. That's barely a knee lift, but it does seem to have busted open. Tanaka Kenichi! Sit out butcher bomb. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna hurt, and I'm gonna love watching it. Discus big boot does not
3
connect.
minutes remaining.
But the running knee does. He's already been busted open. Looks like, gonna get a good shot here. Yeah, looks like over the eye. Assassino, a tribute to the legendary Los Ice Creams, does absolutely nothing with. And somehow Tanaka Kenichi's actually managed to get Lance Archer deep into the time limit here. A draw would actually, dare I say it, be impressive in this case. Oh, diving lariat, all of his insubstantial body weight, still enough to take down Lance Archer. And now Don Callis getting involved. The distraction, enough to allow Archer to, at least for the moment, regain the advantage. What are you going to do? Punch him in the nuts again? Oh, no. Another powerbomb, this time down to a knee. You heard the time call, so did the wrestlers. And for the second time in the contest, Callis clapping in the background. Muay Thai. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Curio.
It is the winner, Lance Archer!
Everybody dies. And if we're lucky, at the Tokyo Dome, the career of Tanaka Kenichi will die in Botsumania. Another wrestler headed for Botsumania, King Akira. Will the leadership of Ultramantis Black save him? Let's find out.
The following contest is just one fall, already in the ring, fighting out of the sands of time. Accompanied by Ultramantis Black, King Akira. And his opponent, he is the Kenichi of Shogatsu Saikai, Yushosa, the Spirit Dragon, fighting out of all that Atlanta, Georgia, Shynron.
That's right, Shynron, the Spirit Dragon, the winner of the 2026 New Year's Tournament. I hope we will have a 2027 New Year's Tournament, but that remains to be seen. The Natsu Taikai probably not happening, to be fair. So right now, Shynron hoping for a future for this league. Stay tuned for more news about that potential future as real life writes the script. Bang the gong, the match is on. Shynron throwing himself into the contest, and unfortunately, the monster that is King Akira, quite literally, not going down after multiple drop kicks, and one shot takes down the Spirit Dragon. This is a classic mix of styles, powerhouse versus one of the best high flyers in the 21st century. I'm just going to say it. Shynron right now 64-42 in the AWL, plus 22 win-loss ratio. King Akira 51-57. This is 108th match. And in Buddhism it is said that you must travel through 108 tribulations before reaching enlightenment. We'll see if that magical number 108 means anything for King Akira. He's currently at -6 on the win-loss ratio. Sold out capacity crowd here in the AWL Battle Zone in the GTA. Minute into the match now. And so far, the New Year's Tournament champion has not been able to pull together much in the way of effective offense. Oh boy, coming up, we're going to have a tag team contest. King Akira in the danger zone. So are a couple of his partners in formerly the Monster Union, now the Yokai Butai. Oh, look at this! The strength of the dragon! Impressive somehow! Getting the mummy up for the back leg. Look at that! Flying through the air with the greatest of ease. He's going to hit the lights if he's not careful. Drop kick. Connects. Ineffective still. Oh, come on, Shynron. There's only so many times you get to be surprised by that. The mad, mute mummy of the Yokai Butai seems to have fallen in line behind the great and devious Ultramantis Black. Technically now leading one of the largest stables other than, the United Empire and the Don Callis family. One and only with 7 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Shynron rolls to the outside of the classic AWL cat and mouse. Trying to break the momentum of King Akira. It's not doing anything. Back elbow strike. Catch up, down, and oh, look at that! A cutter out of nowhere! The master of motion has finally found a way to get the big man off his feet. Well, Shynron does release as commanded by the official, senior official, Joey Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, and a good call by the ref, as King Akira was indeed on the ropes, literally. And down goes King Akira, and Shynron exactly where you never want him, in the sky! Dragon Conrana, shades of the legendary Dragon Kid. Obviously an inspiration to the Spirit Dragon, Shinjidai Sunrise! As the old era of the Animated Wrestling League is coming to an end, We hope there will be a Shinjidai. Rolling senton off of the top rope. The things I get to say, 1, 2, in this job and very few others, and I've taught kindergarten. Ultramantis watching on intently. He knows he's got several of his wrestlers, his newly acquired wrestlers, but still his wrestlers, in Botchamania this season. Oh, look at that! Speed of endless light! How did he get somebody that massive up and around for that? Right now, on the white rope, representative of the Maple Leaf. Oh, what is this? Oh! Don't know what Shynron was going for there, and we never will know. Any attack to the legs of Shynron is smart. Dragon Twist! 1, 2, 3. Not quite. Not quite yet. They could fight forever. This is a hell of a match. The highest of the high flyers. Halfway through the time limit. Oh, middle rope. 6 frickin' 30. Another loss going into Botchamania.
Here is your winner, the Spirit Dragon, Shynron!
Shynron, we call him the Spirit Dragon. Hit you with the Spirit Bomb and have them all staggering. Shynron, we call him the Spirit Dragon. Kamehameha on you, it will leave them all lagging. Shynron, we call him the Spirit Dragon. Hit you with the Spirit Bomb and have them all staggering.
The song says it all. Tag team action now. And again, this match is pre-recorded. Quite a while ago, actually. That's something I've missed hearing.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Already in the ring, representing Yokai Butai, accompanied by the great and devious Ultramantis Black, the Unholy Alliance. And their opponents making their way to the ring, representing All Elite Wrestling in the Don Callis family, accompanied by Don Callis, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita, and the reigning Animated Wrestling League Canadian National Champion, the Protostar, Kyle Fletcher. Together they are Protostar.
While not carrying his belt, he is currently the NJPW World Television Champion in his first reign. And we gotta talk about that Canadian belt, which we will in a few moments. But right now, we look at this pre-recorded match. Coming in to Botchamania, coming in to the finale, coming into the Dome. Bang the gong. The match is on. Snap and super kick. DDT. Now you'll notice the 3 wrestlers that Ultramantis has in the Botchamania career-threatening bouts are Monster Union members. He will be dealing with the 4th former member of Monster Union, Hebitsky, one-on-one in a match. Ultramantis coming back for a singles match, a rare singles match at this point in his career. That's going to happen at the Tokyo Dome. He will finally get his hands on the Serpentine Sensation. Right now, Neko Musume, long a fan favorite, win, lose, or draw here in the AWL. Equal rights and equal fights. Up, down, and all around with the head scissors. Of course, the cat girl, Neko Musume, the cat daughter. A more humanized version of a Nekomata. Gets shot into the neutral corner. Kyle Fletcher met him before his injury, and that means, unfortunately, he is... Oh, wait, hang on, cover here. 1, 2. Roll-up does not get the 3. Indeed, a tag made. 2. Wild Thing, the lycanthrope of the Yokai Butai, the werewolf out of Transylvania, with a headbutt to the shoulder, I think. Ultramantis, he's very used to having wrestlers under his, well, in his stable that he can't actually control. And he can't actually control this girl. Nobody can. Honestly, cats and dogs living together, wrestling together, mad hysteria. That is the Unholy Alliance! Transylvanian headbutt. Ultramantis is going to have to pay the headbutt fine. Technically, that is an illegal move here in the Animated Wrestling League because, well, we know our wrestling history here. Just wild, lost, out of control, as always, a wild thing. Oh, wait a minute, looking for the Transylvanian twist. Can she get it? Yes, she does. Or gets a variation thereupon. Tag made to the Osaka native. The 30-year-old, only 30-year-old former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, never Openweight Champion, G1 Climax Champion. What else has he done? 5-time DDT Champion, International Champion of All Elite Wrestling. Oh yeah, he was actually the 9th, according to the Wikipedia here, 9th NJPW Triple Crown Champion. Multiple award winner from PWI, from Tokyo Sports, Toshikoshi Puroresu, and the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Hitting the DDT on the Wild Woman. We now know, I have to tell you that... Okay, I'll get around to it the next match. Kyle Fletcher, injured in real time now. Talking about in real life, he is injured and unfortunately stripped of the Canadian National Championship. Stay tuned to explain where we're going with that. Oh, look at this. Goozle looking for a choke slam of some kind? Yes, she is! And she gets it! The lethal lycanthrope with that meta-human strength. Oh! Ooh! Highly educated back paws of the werewolf. And that's not a metaphor. Looking for the Hisatsuwaza. Lycanthrope bomb! 1, 2. And only. 2 and only. Damn right, this is tag team wrestling. And it is equal rights and equal fights, as at AWL 500 in Tokyo Dome, we will complete the process of merging the Joshi and Danshi divisions, and we will know who our ultimate champions are in singles and tag team wrestling. Vertical suplex, Brain Buster! Brain Buster connects hard. Collar and elbow tie-up, vertical reversal, down! Neko Musume and Takeshi, your legal oh, now what? And that's that influence of Don Callis. Variation of the Michinoku Doraiba.
5 minutes have elapsed, 10 remain.
15-minute time limit in tag team bouts. And oh god, you heard that crunch! I think Neko Musume just lost 1 or 2 of her 9 lives. That was a sickening, sickening crunch echoing throughout the AWL arena. Here we go, the tag is made. Headbutt, sort of connecting, but not really. And a nasty, and again, fines, 2. But honestly, I think Ultramantis is willing to pay it if it means a victory. Now, Wild Thing, mathematically locked in the danger zone. So is Neko Musume. Minus 19 and minus 27 respectively in their win-loss records. Takeshita, well, only his 9th match in the league. He's 7-1 coming into this. Kyle Fletcher 10-1. And of course, a reigning Canadian national champion. Uh-oh, what is this gonna be? Butcher Bomb! Followed up by the big senton. Possible setup for Wagamama, no. Tag mate to Fletcher is gonna be, oh, never mind. Fletcher would probably be looking for that tombstone pile driver that he loves. Or possibly a screwdriver hidden around somewhere. Not entirely sure. Collar and elbow tie-up, Irish whip. Into the enemy corner, tag Kogeki opportunity. And we're gonna see it. Tag team attack for tag Kogeki. Up. Oh! Alley-oop! The Furious Furries. Neko Musume, she wants her opponent standing, and though that backfires hard. Tag made back to Takeshita. Oh, look at this. Shinji Dai, Sunrise on the outside. 20 count, of course, on the outside in the Animated Wrestling League. Japanese wrestling rules apply here. Roll back in. Slide in by Neko Musume. Shoots the half, cover, but that's the wrong fighter, I think. What happened there? The referee not, why did the referee not call? Oh, wait a minute. Rainmaker! 1, 2. Okada is going to be pissed about that. Moon Saruto. Going up and down. One, kick out, well, kick away. Irish whip off the ropes, the tag is made. Knee strike. Double knee strike. Oh, what are they thinking? Double vertical? Yes, they are. Vertical suplex. Simple but effective. Protoshita, a skilled tag team. Up, down, and sideways. Looking at the AWL win-loss records, 5-1 coming into this season here in the AWL. That puts them at +4. That puts them right behind the Cyberhawks and the Spirit Ninjas, who are both at +5. The Spirit Ninjas, of course, making the challenge at the finale against the Timeless Love Bombs for the AWL Tag Team Championship of the World. And what is going on here? Just constantly resetting. Neko Musume with a plan here. Cat and mouse, literally. A very Australian mouse. Looking for that brain buster. Is he gonna get? Yes, he does. Vertical drop brain buster. 1, 2. Good night.
Here are your winners, Protoshita.
A little too cute, Neko Musume. A victory, giving Protoshita a record of 6-1. At the Tokyo Dome, the Joshi division will be no more. We celebrate its passing with an all-star trios match.
The following contest is a Joshi Division Showcase Trios match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from Imperial Iceland, Lady from Ross.
Ever since we were given the legal authorization to reintroduce intergender wrestling to the AWL, which was what we did when we started out. Back in Season 0, when, frankly, nobody with a badge was looking at us, we were able to do that. We had men and women holding the tag team titles, holding at the time, the AWL Championship. There wasn't even a heavyweight, world heavyweight or grand championship back then. And now, we are proud of our Joshi division, but now that we can have equal rights and equal fights, there's no point. So, a season-long arc that we have been using to unify the championship. And it continues with this sayonara to the Joshi division.
Introducing next, the Canadian Women's Champion, representing Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, the quintessential diva, Giselle Shaw.
Giselle Shaw coming into this match perfectly balanced, actually, in the AWL, ±0, 7 wins and 7 losses, including a gauntlet match at the season finale. I think it was either last season or the season before. Lady Frost, who you saw come in a minute ago, 17 and 11, ratio of +6. This will be a trios match, a 6-woman tag team match. Whatever you prefer to call it, I genuinely don't care. I call it a trios match because, well, it's faster and easier to say. And I admit, when it comes to commentary, I can be kind of lazy. She won that title here in Toronto. And proud to represent women's wrestling in Canada. And here's a global superstar. Again, this match is pre-recorded.
And their partner. She is the reigning All Elite Wrestling TBS Champion. The babe with the power, Willow Nightingale.
Well, as of this commentary recording, she is still the TBS champion, hence the announcement there. This footage recorded back when she was also one half of the tag team champions in AEW, the Babes of Wrath. Willow recently missing out on competing at AEW Dynasty thanks to the return of Camille. Of course, she doesn't know that's going to happen in her future. But coming into this match representing not only our old partnership with Chikara, but our partnership with, as you can see on the screen there, All Elite Wrestling. That's what our Canadian branch has become rather well known for, I think, is our interpromotional, our forbidden door, if you will, partnerships, and that's been in the Danshi and Joshi divisions. We're going to see a lot more of the Joshi division competitors as the night goes on. Oh, that's music we haven't heard for a few years. The Empire, an AWL stable that actually predates the United Empire, and it is how these two women first broke into the company before being recruited to the real United Empire.
Their opponents, representing the United Empire. And just the Empire, I guess.
Yep.
The tag team combination of Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, Emily Nagasaki, UK Gen 2.
The Empire was a 4-wrestler stable, UK Gen 2, alongside Frederick Victor and Big Jerry. Two wrestlers that we haven't seen here in many years. But part of the history of the AWL that we should be celebrating now. Especially right now, to be honest with you. Now, I promise you, this is not a mistake.
And their partner, making her way to the ring, from Aoyama, Japan, representing True Love, returning the a special dispensation from the AWL Commissioner, Betty Bubbles!
Do not adjust your sets. Betty Bubbles, who lost the first ever Joshi Botsumania match, brought back to the AWL purely in a managerial capacity via the test of 10 by her girlfriend, Usa-chan. Special dispensation by the commissioner allowing this match to happen in celebration of the Joshi division. Betty Bubbles, one of the first graduates of the AWL dojo for the Joshi division that didn't start out in sort of like a day one of the Joshi division. So that sort of second generation being represented here. So we've got a trio of AWL Joshi competitors versus a trio of outside guests, omotenashi, but this is all about the celebration. And we're starting off with the Queen of Murder Gymnastics versus the second generation daughter of the world of sport style. Hurricane Rana attempts reversed into a face plant by Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd. 20-minute time limit in trios matches. Hurricane Rana. I can pretty much guarantee this match won. Yeah, go for the pin. Yeah, go for another one. Why not? If somebody kicks out, just pin them again. Maybe you'll get lucky. Who knows? Collar and elbow does not connect, but the sit-out does. And for the first time in years, Betty Bubbles is active in a professional wrestling ring. Yes, that is the type of thing she used to wear. High heels and everything. Ginger Rogers, they used to say she was a better dancer than Fred Astaire because she did everything he did, only she did it backwards and in high heels. The Ginger Rogers of professional wrestling, perhaps. Tag made to Giselle Shaw. So we've got a Canadian, an American, and an Icelander versus two Brits. And yes, she is actually Japanese, despite what she has done to her hair. Let's just put it that way. Not a realistic bit of hair on that woman's head, to be fair. Oh, this is not going to be good. Oh. Stomp! Giselle Shaw, the champion of Canada, wants her opponent on her feet. Kick away. As I'm recording this, she's been wrestling around Las Vegas as part of the big wrestling celebrations out there. And I guarantee you, if you're hopping the indies in Las Vegas this past weekend or this weekend, you are you're probably seeing a better show than what the other guys are putting on. I guarantee you that our AWL finale will have more bell-to-bell wrestling action than both nights of WrestleMania combined. I am pretty sure we're going to get there. If not, it's going to be damn close. We'll have a hell of a lot fewer ad breaks. Well, we'll see about that, actually. Might have something to advertise. Couple of hard shots here. Irish whip into the far corner. The tag is made between the tag team partners. They could be looking for their tag team finisher. No, they're going for the double big back body drop instead. Uru Britannia, their actual tag team, Hisatsuwaza, not feeling that this is the right time. And in a trios match, there's always at least somebody on the outside that can break it up. Who knows? Tag made. UK Gen 2, the regular tag team partners double. Big back body drop. Tag Kogeki. And now, looks like she's going to be trying to target an arm here. I think she is. Yes, going to go for the left arm of Giselle Shaw. And of course, Nagasaki will be thinking about that Nagasaki lock. And that is an arm-based submission. So targeting the arm now makes sense. Knee drop. And that's what I said. Always somebody there to break it up. Willow Nightingale, who has yet to be legal in the contest. The only woman who has yet to. And Betty Bubbles back in. Let's see what she can do in the tag Kogeki situation. Double arm drag. double hip toss, and a moonsault, again, in high heels. Gotta get some respect from Shaw for that one. For the cover of opportunity, not even getting a 1 count, as they're about to hit the first time call of this match. Oh, what is this gonna be? Backdrop. And this is where the ring rust is coming in for Betty Bubble. She hasn't had a match in a couple of years. Spin kick, 1, broken up. That's why we have these extra time limits, extra time on the match.
15 remain.
Because it's only natural in a tag team, a trios, a Tomikos match, that you're gonna have, the match is gonna go longer because you got people breaking stuff up. Drop down, leapfrog, into a straight up clothesline. Simple, but effective professional wrestling. And that's what these Canadians are so darn good at. Was there a tag there? I don't believe there was. Emily Nagasaki, I think she was... Oh! Slingshot cutter! And I don't know, who is the legal woman for the All AWL original team? I believe it is... Yes, I'm being told through my headset, it is Emily Nagasaki. The tag was made face first into that AWL logo. Tag made to a former champion, around the world, a competitor in Chikara, Ring of Honor, CMLL, and All Elite Wrestling. Vertical suplex, yes. Simple snap suplex. With third, oh no, roll up, small package. 1. And the referee out of position. That's always the danger with those kind of quick roll ups, is that, you know, maybe the referee doesn't see it, especially on another quick roll up. 1. Almost starting to seem desperate from Emily Nagasaki, wanting to end this match. Maybe there's something we don't know, maybe an injury that might have popped up among UK Gen 2. Maybe they're worried about Betty Bubbles being a liability. Tag is made, and yeah, the fact they're keeping Betty out of it. There's no set batting order here. Beautiful Steamboat-esque takedown there. With 13 minutes on the clock, looking for the octopus hold. Gaze of the snake pit. And now 2-on-1. And the referee starting that disqualification 5 count. And a headlock takeover. We've all seen how dangerous that can be in a professional wrestling context. Great escape. Unfortunately, unable to gain the plus position is Lady Frost. And the tag, oh no, no tag made to Bubbles. Tag made. What are we seeing here? Yes, this is it. Hisatsuwaza. Rue Britannia! Britannia rules the waves. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Wow! I don't think I have ever seen anybody kick out of Rue Britannia. And a bit of a receipt for it as Lady Smooth busted open. Sorry, it's Lady Frost. Lady Frost busted open, still in danger. Are we going to see it one more time? I think we are. Moi Kai, Dainime, Rue Britannia! Rue Britannia, Britannia, Rue, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you don't want me to finish those lyrics, they're not good. But it is good for the 3 counts. Bada boom.
Here are your winners, Betty Bubbles and UK
the AWL Originals with victory on this, the last night of the Joshi division. Canadian National Championship Contenders match, which will not exactly be as was originally advertised. This was supposed to be a winner is the #1 contender, but you'll see what's going to happen in a moment.
The following contest is an over-the-top Canadian Championship Contenders Battle Royale. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, the Suplex Master, Sunny Nick.
All right, we have an update. Due to the injury to Kyle Fletcher, the last 3 wrestlers in this Battle Royal will join 3 members of the Don Callis family in a traditional 6-way scramble to determine a new Animated Wrestling League Canadian National Champion at the season finale. Oh God!
Introducing next, making his way to the ring, from the laboratory, representing the Ultimate, Destroy.
Now, when this match was filmed, the wrestlers thought this was a straight #1 contenders contest. We've got some great AWL legends here. We've got the 5-star champion, Sammy Nix, the Suplex Master. The legendary Jigoku Destroy, formerly known as Hakaisha, the Japanese Destroyer. One of the top-rated, top-ranked wrestlers of all time.
Making her way to the ring from right here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the true Toronto star, Amy Wade.
A pillar of the Joshi division. Elbows up, Canada not for sale. This is the true Toronto star 3-sport athlete out of the University of Toronto, former AWL Joshi champion.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear. He is the inventor of professional wrestling and a Matt Classic.
The founder of professional wrestling. The father, the patriarch of House Class. Uh-oh. They just want to get out here. These guys are not waiting around.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He is the most Canadian man in the world. Kid Canada.
Kid Canada, the 4th ever AWL Grand Slam champion, and obviously a huge hit here in Toronto.
Introducing next, making her way to the ring from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, the daughter of the Dragon,
Dragoness, a Triple Crown champion. A victory for the Canadian national title would make her a Grand Slam champion. She would only be the 3rd woman to achieve this feat, and she would be the 9th Grand Slam champion overall. The daughter of the original AWL champion, family legacy, as the Dragonfire illuminates the arena as it was in days gone by. And of course, she's got the classic Dragonfire as well. Would not be AWL 500, would not be the end of an era, possibly the end of a series, without the Dragon Clan.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from New York City, New York, the Arab American Dream, Paul Strong.
He is a Season 0 original. He was the 3rd AWL Grand Slam champion. A victory for the Canadian national title would make him the 3rd ever, 2nd male, 3rd overall, 5-star champion, the other 5-star champion, Sammy Nix, on the male side of things. The other 5-star champion, Sammy Nix, the first 5-star champion, also in this match. Hassan, that's the one thing he has not done in this company, and he wants to do it at AWL 500.
And finally, making her way to the ring from the Warren, representing True Love, Usa-chan!
Usa-chan, Triple Crown champion, a former Canadian national champion in her own right. And I just realized every single wrestler in this match is either a Triple Crown, Grand Slam, or 5-star champion. The AWL commissioner desperate to get the Canadian national title away from the Don Callis family. And now we know these wrestlers don't. They think they're wrestling to face Kyle Fletcher. But the top 3 of this Battle Royal will face 3 chosen members of the Don Callis family with that Canadian national belt on the line. Bang the gong, the match is on, and already everyone's going absolutely bat-barf. Over the top rope, both feet must touch the floor. There is no time limit in this match. It is a free-for-all. We've got one intact tag team in this match. That's the team of T49P, Team 49 Parallel. Usa-chan over. Usa-chan saves herself. Never underestimate the leg strength of a rabbit-style wrestler. Hassan in trouble, looking to get eliminated by the Canadian. Oh, there's parallels to my own life in that, I'm afraid. Sammy Nix, the Grand Slam champion, the 5-star champion's in trouble. German suplex to Dragoness. And a Fisherman's Buster between the tag team partners. Went for a claw of his own on Matt Classic. That's a mistake. Classic looking for the airplane spin. German suplex. Sit out powerbomb. Dragoness. Showing the fire that this company was built on way, way back in 2002. And there goes Matt Classic Sr. First elimination, Usa-chan, the rabbit landing on her feet, getting blindsided by the cyborg. Reversal of fortune, roll up. But you can't pin anybody in a battle royal. That's the wrestler's instinct. That's the danger when you change the rules like this, is that they'll go for their old standbys. Oh, nasty looking cutter. We are down to 7 of the original 8. Oh, look at the strength of the power, just dropping Sammy Nix from a good 10 to 11 feet in the air. The Dragon Clan has never backed down from a fight. Dragoness will not back down from Jigoku. Destroy. No managers or mad scientists at ringside in this contest. And the only wrestler in the match with a battery life. Oh, nasty looking backdrop. Backdrop driver, some might call it. Shigeru Morishima. And the suplex master. He's got the one. He's going to try and connect it. Yes, he is. Hat trick suplex, subtype German. From the suplex master, Sammy Nix. Oh! Scorpion death drop. Straight out of California. They're going to call it the... Oh, boy. Swing and a miss, and belly to back suplex, a rare variation. And now Usa-chan butcher bomb as Hassan's in trouble on the far side. Hassan, I believe, able to save himself. Yes, gets across the plane to the ropes. Running boot, dragon salt. And now Kid Canada in trouble. We gotta have 5 eliminations before we know what's going on here, and kabam! Nice back heel kick there by the 3-sport athlete out of the University of Toronto. That's her kickboxing background coming into this. And it's bodies everywhere. A little shock and awe from the Arab American Dream Hassan as Sammy Nick. Oh, wait a minute. And she's out. Amy Wade is gone. You can hear the boos from the crowd as the local girl, not exactly making good tonight. Dragoness in trouble. And Usa-chan eliminated as well. So we are down to 5. Sammy Nix. Both halves of T4. Wait a minute. Sammy Nix now in trouble. Hey, oh, the drop kick. Only one arm. Only hit the one arm. Sammy Nix, T4 9P. Jigoku Destroy and the Dragoness. Still alive here. Canadian Destroyer! And that's going to flip the microphone. And I don't care anymore. Oh, and then now, the elimination of the 5-star champion. Down to 4. The next elimination, remember the wrestlers don't know. Wait a minute, Jigoku Destroy's out. We've got our final 3. We've got our final 3. We've got our final 3. Excellent representation of the Animated Wrestling League against the Don Callis family. It's gonna be Kid Canada. The last master of the dungeon is gonna be the Arab American Dream Hassan, looking to complete the 5-star goal. And it's going to be the Dragoness drop. If she can hit that to El Clon, if she can hit that to Rocky Romero, or whoever, that's the problem, is we don't know who Don Callis is going to send out. The backdrop, sorry, the sidewalk slam, the sidewalks of Toronto, smelling like marijuana. Spear. Very Canadian spear from the most Canadian man in the world. He has maple syrup in his veins, and he cracks poutine. And Dragoness eliminated, but we will see her at the season finale. Up, down, and all around. The tag team partners, Team 49th Parallel, T49P, former AWL World's Tag Team Champions, Hassan, the Arab American Dream, looking to put this away. The shots blocked. These two have trained together for years. They know each other inside and out, backwards and forwards, and occasionally diagonally. Kid Canada, very precarious situation. He knows there's only one other man in the Battle Royal, and a nicely timed shot to the solar plexus by the Arab American Dream. Kick, reflected. Collar and elbow tie-up. Nasty elbow strikes. Off of the ropes. And into that military press slam. Or that military press arrow, the Patriot arrow. Over the top rope, and goodbye!
Here is your winner, the Arab American Dream, Hassan!
And there you see it, Hassan Kid Canada Dragoness versus 3 members of the Don Callis family. 6-way elimination bout for the Canadian National Championship. Oh no, now what? Well, here's 2 members of the Don Callis family. Cut the music, cut the music. This isn't a match. The bell ringing tried to get some order in here, but that's not going to do anything. And there you see Hechicero, the alchemist of Lucha Libre. And the man that we very happily saw destroying, though taking long. Oh, double drop kick. The Murder Hawk, the Murder Hawk monster, Lance Archer. I'm so glad he can't hear me laughing at that stupid name. Knee lift. And there's that vaguely human-shaped Diglett. Oh, wait a minute, Don Callis now getting physically involved, as is his wont, but thankfully gets a little bit of friendly fire. He's still on his feet. Oh, this is not a wrestling match. You can't disqualify someone for using a chair in a fight. But this is a mugging. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. He can't do anything about this. And we're going at it. We may be very well going out of business, so we can't afford security anymore. To be fair, we haven't for years. Not enough slots in the call roster. Oh, what is this racist bullshit? Just because you got an American. But Hassan fighting back. That is the Season 0 Originals attitude. Hassan now 126 wins in the AWL. I believe the only member of the 100 win and 100 loss club. And he's losing right now, face first, into that Canadian flag. Off the rope, big boot in the corner. Oh, great. The fans will be happy at least. Here comes a table. Schrodinger's table being set up on the outside. It will either be broken or it won't. Oh! Okay, and this is why Lance Archer is not a high flyer. Oh, look at this. And he is out, but Hassan getting back to his feet. That is what awaits you. And Hassan realizing discretion, the better part of valor. It's now time for a Champions Showcase in the main event. Let's have some fun with this.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is the Champions Showcase! Introducing first, they will face off in the main event of AWL 500. The tag team combination of the Animated Wrestling League Joshi champion, Green Tiger, and the Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, Tiger Balls 3. Fighting out of the fight for the Tiger style, the Golden Tigers!
And now, hopefully we'll be off of the injured list, at least by our standards, by the finale.
And their opponents, they are the undisputed, unified Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions, the tag team combination of Tony, Storm, and Shirokawa, Nina. Together they are the Timeless Love Bomb.
This match was recorded before Timeless Tony Storm failed to watch out for the shoe. They won the title unification match at Champions Week, beating the Cyberhawks to become the first ever unified, undisputed tag team champions of the world. And now, a Grand Slam champion versus one of the top women's wrestlers of the last decade. Bang the gong, the showcase is on! Grand Champion and Joshi Champion versus Tag Team Champions, Tiger Salt. And remember, that injury hasn't happened yet. So there's no weaknesses of Timeless Tony Storm. She's fresh off of a massive reign as All Elite Wrestling Women's World Champion. A great run in the Women's Tag Team Tournament as well. Oh! If anyone, by the way, if anyone happens to spot Ronda Rousey in the crowd, throw her out of the building, please. Thank you. Indeed it is. To the newest Triple Crown champion in the history of the Animated Wrestling League, our 13th, lucky for some, our 13th Triple Crowner, up, down to Harris into a DDT. That's the Lucharesu. And a high angle splash. Tiger Mask 3 winning the Grand Championship in Tail of the Tiger. Just last week, springboard, Huracan Rana. 15-minute time limit in this standard tag team rules match. Taking a look at the win-loss record, we have an unregistered tag team in the Golden Tigers, but we have the Timeless Love Bombs Currently 3-1. Oh, spinning back fist avoided by Shirakawa-san. Or from Shirakawa-san. 3-1 are the timeless love bombs in this match. Coming into it. Ratio of +2. The Golden Tigers, both members of the AWL Hontai roster, but as the Grand Champion and Joshi Champion, they have the right to travel across the brand. Touring champions, 1, 2. A wee bit of a double team there in the crowd. This capacity crowd going absolutely apoplectic at seeing this level of star power in this match. I can barely hear myself think, so if it sounds like I'm yelling, it's because I'm trying to talk over the crowd. Tag made, back to the timeless one. Now, of course, in the stable, in the dojo, the Tigers live together, train together, work together, have for years, but there are fewer bonds stronger than the bonds of love. So we see in the timeless love bombs. 360 elbow, each knee. Tatsudaku desu. 2, only 2. Damn right, it's tag team wrestling and it's where it belongs in the main event. This could be our last ever show here in Toronto, and we're giving you our best in tag team wrestling. Our tag team champions of the world versus the top 2 singles champions in the company. Diving tag is made. Right now, these are the only active champions in the league. We have no active contenders titles, with Kyle Fletcher being stripped, modified Quacken Driver there. And of course, Kid Canada having cashed in the Intercontinental title, that title vacant until it can be decided in a 6-way scramble. If we have another season, and that will be up to you, I'm afraid. If we have another season, the 6-way scramble will almost certainly be part of the season premiere. Nasty, nasty knee lift. Oh, back handspring and denied. Took a little too long to Shirakawa. Discus knee strike, unusual technique. Double tag. It's the Grand Champion. Oh, and that weird over the back DDT. 1, 2, straight out of Stage 7 at Warner Brothers Studios. Might be looking for the big package. No, she's looking for Storm Zero. He's Satsuwaza. Storm Zero. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, no. And remember the precarious nature of the Grand Championship. You pin the Grand Champion in a tag team match. That puts you at least in the conversation for the best 4. But right now we know the main event of AWL 500. It will be Tiger versus Tiger. Tiger Mask 3 versus Spring Tiger. They team tonight. They face each other at the finale. I'm not even going to ask if they can coexist. We know they can. We know they are. We know they will. But you are previewing the top 2 title matches right now. Bam! And down we go. Tag is made. One broken up quickly by Shirakawa. I think that might have been broken up at -1. By the way, I hear he had his in-ring debut and it went pretty well. Good for him. What is this nonsense? Let's go, folks. Let's go. Tag made, tag Kogeki opportunity. The first tag Kogeki we've seen so far. Alley-oop. And yeah, we see where the hand goes there, Tony. You're not fooling anybody. I don't blame you, but you're not fooling anybody. into the cover here, broken up at 0. AWL senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family with the call. Oh, leg hook to the backdrop driver, walking the Queen's Road a little bit. What there's that old question about Japanese wrestlers. Why do Japanese wrestlers hate necks? Right hand. Oh, here we go. STG Spring Taigagiri. The reverse GTS, the STG. 1, 2, 2. That was 2.999 ad infinitum. Copyright Excalibur. I'll be doing his shtick at the end of the show. Cover. 1, 2. Studio. No. 7.5 minutes remaining. Time a factor now. Collar and elbow tie-up. Irish whip into the far corner. Tag Kogeki. Moikai. Let's do it again, darling. And this time it's going to be a double vertical suplex from the Love Bomb. And a simple axe handle smash from Timeless Toni Storm and the World Tour. I don't know, that is a weird-ass DDT that she has. Does she have a name for that? I need to figure that out. There is indeed the tag. Muay Thai Tag Kogeki and the tag team champions showing greater tag team cohesion in this match so far. And that move that I mentioned, that weird over-the-back DDT that's currently called Storm 1 DDT. Reference, I believe, to her time in Japan. 1, 2, no. Thank you to allelitemoves.com for that information, by the way. Collar and elbow tie-up. Irish whip. Are we going to get to see the Storm 1 DDT again? Maybe, but not at this point. Here we go. This is the move she used to beat Black Tiger Queen and become the final Joshi champion. STG Spring Taigagiri. Not enough in this tag team situation. Coming up on the 5-minute remaining point. That means the time call is going to get faster and faster as we run down this. Clock is now a factor. Fisherman Buster grabs it into the Dragon Screw leg whip, and there's a tag to the Timeless One. Storm 0, 0. Storm 1 DDT. Taiga Suplex Hordo. TCM clutch, all the weapons in the arsenal of Timeless Toni Storm. Spring Tiger, the Joshi champion, looking to become the unified grand champion, the undisputed champion. Original Tiger Bomb! 1, 2. And another 2.9 Storm wisely rolling to the outside. Cannot be pinned out here. However, this match can end by ring out. It can end in a time limit draw. It can end in disqualification. But none of us want to see that. We want to see a winner here. We want to see 2 winners. All right, a little joint manipulation. Maybe thinking a pentabreaker. No, going for the double knees to the spine of the Timeless One. Collar and elbow tie-up. Back into the ring. The official desperate to get the competitors back in the ring. The count will continue. In the opinion of the official. Oh, and the referee goes down! But so does Timeless Toni Storm, and I put that on the ref. Joey, I'm sorry, I love you, man. We've been friends forever, but you were in the way there. Hurricane Rana. Timeless. Close, ready for a close-up, Mr. DeVille. But walks nearly into a Tiger suplex. I believe a tag was made on that side. Up, down, and arm drag. Almost a quebradora into that arm drag. Okay. And boom! Forearm strike, legal blows, fans. Off of the ropes, drop down by Storm. Ducks behind, German suplexes. Shirakawa, ring ni modorimasu. Springboard, drop kick.
There are 3 minutes remaining.
3分残り。あと3分だけ. We only have 3 minutes. I love using the Japanese that I still have, but I know it doesn't necessarily make for great commentary. Oh, here we go. He's up towards a Tiger Driver G3. The 3rd generation of the Tiger Driver. The 3rd generation of the Tiger Dynasty. Only getting a 1 count. Springboard. Tiger Salt. Tony doesn't realize what's happening. 1, 2. But Shirakawa able to get the shoulder up before the final and fatal 3 count to be registered. All on her own. Big package. That's usually Toni Storm's move, the big package. We're only getting a 2 count. パッケージは何でもないですが、その胸は大きいね。大きい胸パッケージか。Alright. Irish whip.
2 minutes left.
Tag Kogeki with 2 minutes on the clock. Double. Big back body drop. And I think Spring Tiger is hurt. She's on the outside. And Shirakawa going to take advantage with a nasty looking DDT. But a flying drop kick that Toni Storm sends her right into the steps. Perfect timing by Tiger Mask 3. It's only about 95 seconds. Shinjidai! Sunrise! The new era, the new generation did rise the ladder, did climb the ladder to the top of the mountain as the grand champion. And already a champion schedule, Poison Runner! $20 count on the outside. That will reset. Toni Storm is legal. We got a 4-way Donnybrook on the outside of the ring. And we've only got a minute left. Oh, God, shoulder breaker.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute left.
Come on, folks. Storm 1, DDT. Kick to the midsection. Tiger screw leg whip. Get back in the ring. You're at 6. Your legal combatants right now are Tiger Mask 3 and the timeless Toni Storm. 30 seconds. Sanjibyo, 30 seconds remaining. We're halfway through the... I think they're going for the double ring out here. The tag team champions, they've got the Spirit Ninjas at the finale, resetting the clock. We are not going to get a winner here. We are going to go to a time limit draw, fans. This has been an incredible tag team match, and we thank you for watching. Oh, and a bit of afters from the tag team champion. But it's over. And yeah, they are the greatest of all time. There is no doubt about that. Alright, folks, now for my least favorite part of these videos, the Excalibur Special. At AWL 500, there'll be not 1 but 2 Botsumania matches. 2 wrestlers will be fired from the Animated Wrestling League. 4-way elimination. You win a fall, you leave the ring with your job intact. Lose the final fall, you're fired immediately. Finally, after weeks and months of going at each other across the brands, Hebitsky, Ultramantis face each other one-on-one. It will be a Tigers death match. I've just been told that is a submission Iron Man Hell in a Cell. I can't believe I just said that. The match so dangerous they won't let us do it at the Tokyo Dome. Ika Mentaro, William Styles, the first ever AWL ambulance match. Tag Team Championship of the World to be decided. The Spirit Dragons challenge the timeless Love Bomb. Spring Tiger, Tiger Mask 3. We will have 1 Ultimate Champion. That is it for tonight. We will also have the new AWL Canadian National Champion decided. But for right now, that is it for us. Thank you so much for watching. Kore de Himarida. And thank you, Canada. I'm gonna miss you. I will be back.